So what you're gazing at in this screen right in front of you is the Archos 55 Diamond Selfie. Let's take a look at the specs and see how this phone performs. So let's start off with the specs of the actual phone. So the width of the size of the phone is 76 by 6mm, and it's got a depth of 7.7mm by a vertical length of 155mm, and it weighs 184 grams. Hardware, we're using a CPU Qualcomm MSM8937 octa-core Cortex A53 running at 1.4 GHz. Also got a GPU graphics card, which is an Arduino 505. The RAM is 4 GB running at DDR3 speed. It's got an external memory of 64 GB, an expandable memory micro SD card up to 128 GB. The screen is just 5.5 inches, but running at 1920 by 1080 FHD, so full HD, and technology is IPS full lamination. Software is not too bad on the actual phone itself. It's Android 6.0 Marshmallow, but I'm running at 6.1 from the update. Application stores Google Play, internet browsers Chrome, voice assistants Google Now. You've got Google Apps pre-installed, so not too much bloatware, which will be Gmail, calendar, Hangouts, Maps, Play Music and Play Movies. You also got Archos apps that are pre-installed on the phone, which is Archos Video and Archos Files. And you've got email compatibilities with POP and IMAP and Exchange and ActiveSync and SMTP push mail. So let's talk about the wireless technologies that are involved in this phone. So on the left hand side of the phone, you'll be able to pop out a tray by using a pin, and it reveals two accesses for a SIM card, for two SIM cards, dual SIM cards, or you can have one SIM card and one micro SD card. This also runs on GSM, GPRS, Edge frequencies from 850 all the way to 1900 MHz. Also 3G capability, and WCDMA frequencies run at 900 to 2100 MHz, and the data rates are 50 megabits per second, DC HSPA plus 42 megabits per second and 11 megabits per second. SMS and MMS is capable on this phone. The Wi-Fi is still on a box standard 802.11 BGN, and the Wi-Fi could be direct. Bluetooth is still 4.0. GPS has got that in the phone, so you could actually play Pokemon Go if you wanted to and use it for Google Maps and stuff like that. It also comes with FM radio, and the camera is not too bad as well. The back camera 16 megapixel autofocus plus flash and LED. Front camera, which is your selfie camera, is 8 megapixels plus a screen and flash as well. Not really known about too many phones with both flash on the front, where normally it will just be not very good at all. But anyway, video encoding is at 1080p. The power of this phone, you have no removable battery, obviously, so because the whole phone is just made out of glass, which is quite really stylish and really nice. But you have to be very careful with it that you don't actually drop it, because it'll actually break on the back or on the front. Literally, the phone is all made out of glass. It's got the battery is using it's a lithium quick charge, so you can definitely quick charge it and use the special smart chargers, and you can make it go really fast or really slow. It's not going to blow up the phone or anything like that. Weight of the battery weighs 43 grams, and to be honest with you, when I was playing around with the battery, it lasted for about a day and a half. We're playing games and playing music like Spotify, going on YouTube and doing certain apps on there. It's really quite cool, especially taking pictures and stuff like that. I was expecting that the phone wasn't going to be very capable of taking great pictures, but it does take great pictures front and back, hence why it's called the selfie phone. So the video codec that it uses is a H.264, because normally some phones you have to actually download the app to make sure that videos work when you actually transferring something from USB or micro USB. Links in the description if you don't know what I'm talking about with micro USB that you can connect to your phone and use a USB that you would use in a laptop or an actual computer or a Mac computer or something like that. So obviously the resolution runs at 1080p and it runs at 35 frames per second using AVI and MP4 and 3GP formats. Audio playbacks MP3, WAV, and PCM, AD, PCM and AAC, AAC Plus and 5.1 surround sound. Image viewing is JPEG, BMP, BNG and GIF, so you can definitely have a GIF running off over there. So when you're going on certain websites, this is why this is quite good to have this actually embedded into the phone, is if you're going onto Facebook and there's a GIF going, there might not be a codec that's in there that the phone recognises and it won't play, and then you'll just be like, oh okay, why have I got this phone and it doesn't actually do things like what a normal computer does, but it's all to do with codecs and stuff. So that is embedded in the phone. Obviously it's got vibration, MP3, MAV ringtones, and you can definitely use UPnP, DNLA, the video and media service applications. So when you connect to your actual PC or a laptop or anything like that, then you can actually connect it and use it as kind of a server sort of thing. So we've got a 3.5mm jack, they haven't got rid of it like the Apple phone. Yes, it's got a microphone obviously, light and proximity, USB micro which is 2.0. You can use a USB OTG, which I was saying earlier, which is on the go, and basically it's a micro USB you can connect to the bottom of your phone where you will actually charge it via micro USB, and then you can use a USB that's plugged into the OTG, and then you can transfer your data like music, videos, pictures, data files, anything like that. You can just transfer it straight onto your phone, because your phone also on this phone has a file manager. It also got 3D G sensor and gyroscope. It also has a fingerprint scanner on the back. So inside the box you obviously get an Archos 55 Diamond Selfie phone, you get a USB charger, USB cable, hands-free kit and a quick start guide, plus the warranty booklet which you might need if you definitely scratch or break this phone. Now I'm just going to show you the actual fingerprint reader which is located on the back of the phone, which is there. And I've just been going through this for the last couple of minutes, and it's saying lift my finger up and touch sensor again. So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully that will complete the actual process of it. So what happens is I hold my finger on the back quite lightly, and then I'll get a vibration feedback from the phone to say that it's doing little sections as it goes round, because your fingerprint always changes all the time. So basically I've got to do this around 7 to 8 times. It is quite a long process, but once it's done then you can open the phone without your PIN number or pattern or something like that. So let's try this last bit now, see how long it takes. If it's already read part of the finger that you've already got, then it kind of won't register, so you have to keep moving your finger around a little bit. So fingerprints added now. Whenever you see the icon, you can use your fingerprints for identification or to authorize a purchase. So let's take a further look at this phone. As you can see, it's made of glass. Got your speaker that people speaking to you can hear in your phone. You've got a camera there and a flash, and then you've got some secret buttons there that disappear in the video and stuff, and then there's your navigation tool, and then I've just put some stuff on there. It looks really quite glossy and really nice, easy to get to Google, to internet and stuff like that, make phone calls and all that sort of stuff, and it's really quite fluid and rapid. These are the games I've been trying, so Wolf Online, I'm trying Aquarium VR, so VR with it, COM Infinity, so a bit like Call of Duty, driving school, I've been trying Instagram and stuff like that with it, Pokemon Go, Sliver. It all runs very well. Also Spotify and stuff, and YouTube and normal apps, checking out the voice control and everything. It works really well. The sound sounds awesome as well. It's just that it's made of glass, which means you have to take very good care of the phone. It takes really awesome pictures as well, and video. It does really well. So I can zoom in, I can do shutter depth of field with it as well. I can change everything around, like the colours and that. So this all comes in. Well, that's pretty awesome actually. Don't think you can see what I'm looking at actually. So if I move the camera around, hopefully you can see what I'm looking at. That is pretty cool. Right, so I've got both phones on the table, Galaxy Note 4 against the Archos Diamond 55 selfie phone, and basically the first test is seeing if this sensor button or sensor fingerprint works at the back, because it says yes. Right, that's opened. Took a few seconds. Yes, opened. Next test is going to be Pokemon Go, because that is very extensive with graphics and using memory and basically processing power. It kills your battery hard. So let's go. So these are both running on the same Wi-Fi as well, which is at 75 megabits per second, and they're both connected to Wi-Fi exactly the same. So Galaxy Note 4 showing up first, and then Archos. So that's ready to go. And that's not too bad, not too bad at all. So GPS seems to be perfect with connection on the Galaxy Note 4, whereas the Archos 55 is trying to find the GPS. Now it's doing it on the Galaxy Note. But this is what you'll get with GPS. It moves around to get the optimized position that you want to get. I'm not even driving anywhere. Okay. But I have tried this out and about, and as you can see, it's pretty damn close. So the next test is going to be at pop. So they're both loaded up around the same. That one looks like it loaded up a little bit slower with the Tunes TV at the end of it. I'll check the camera afterwards. This one's going through Facebook, this one's going through a normal application, so not going through Facebook. But technically it ran a little bit faster than that, but I don't know, that's due to Facebook servers. And this is where you get the secret navigation tools, which got to slide up and get it out like that. So I'm going to end it here. X takes a little bit of a long time, but it's not too bad, it flows really nice. I've done it on here. Pokemon Go. So just a quick other test as well. Show the fluidness of my phone, and then you've got the fluidness of this. This feels a lot more nicer, even though they're rocking the same sort of Android features and stuff like that. And it works pretty well. I haven't got Sliver on that phone, I don't think. No, I probably deleted it. But anyway, yeah, so it just shows how quick it is to play games and just go ahead and do things. Do we care about a name? Just play online. There we go. As you can see, very responsive to what I'm doing. Anyway, that's the end of the review of the Archos Selfie 55 Diamond phone, or actually Archos 55 Diamond Selfie phone. And if you like this video and you want to see more great sort of features of any Archos phone or any phone, drop a link down in the description below of what phone you want me to review next, or leave a comment and then get back to you and see what I can do and bench test these phones a little bit further. But this is just, I really like this phone and I thought I'd do a video this way around so you can have a closer look and have more hands on it.